Governor Ralph Northam has made it a priority to fight racial inequality in the Commonwealth following the now infamous yearbook scandal. He created a new top-level director to improve inclusion throughout state government. As investigative reporter Chris Horne shows us, she has her work cut out for her with the department who patrols our waterways. Chris?
And Tom, we're talking about the Virginia Marine Police. A whistleblower with 2 decades of state and military law enforcement experience told us what happened when he applied for a job there. When we took a deeper dive, we found essentially no diversity below the surface.
People of color, we do swim, we do outdoor sports, we do boat.
But right now, African Americans do not work in law enforcement for the Virginia Marine Resources Commission. Of about 150 officers statewide, there are currently no African American officers. That's what the latest data told us, but so did this guy.
There's no diversity in that department, and I still think they're going off of very old ways and very old thoughts. They need to bring diversity in there.
Tom is African American and has worked in state and military law enforcement for nearly 20 years. Supervisor, investigator, undercover. He applied for a law enforcement position with the VMRC twice.
It was a position that fit my interests. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I love being in the water, I love being around the water.
Despite his resume, Tom didn't get the job.
Well, I applied for it, and the bad part about it, I was willing to take a pay cut to work for him. You know, just to fulfill that dream.
In the past 5 years, the percentage of African American officers at VMRC peaked at less than 2%. Currently, it's 0. For Hispanic and Latino officers, it's just as abysmal. Keep in mind, these two groups make up about 30% of Virginia's population and 36% of Hampton Roads, where VMRC manages fisheries and habitat.
It amazed me that they don't even have diversity to do undercover work.
Thrust into the hot seat of accountability is this woman.
I think the stats speak for themselves.
Governor Northam named Janice Underwood the Commonwealth's first diversity director just last month. Our path to Director Underwood was not a direct course, though. After numerous emails and phone calls to her office, the VMRC and the governor's office, we went to Richmond to ask Northam directly what could be done. His press secretary said he was not available that day, but she did arrange the first on-camera interview with Underwood in her new post.
So as an African American, of course I can not only sympathize, but I can empathize. And I wouldn't want anyone to feel the pains of discrimination.
Underwood was ODU's Director of Diversity before Northam selected her. She couldn't comment directly on Tom's situation, but says Virginia needs to overcome institutional and systemic barriers to get its government to better reflect its people.
We can go back 400 years, right, in terms of our history of Virginia and the first enslaved Africans coming to the English colonies, as well as just as 50 years ago, Jim Crow.
Tom agrees.
They have to have different thoughts. They have to think outside the box. And I think that would bring us back up to the century.
Brand new as diversity director, Underwood says she will make a difference at VMRC and across state agencies.
Give me some time and I promise you I can show you measurable results.
Tom says if VMRC reverses course and ever offers him a position, he'd come on board. For now, though, he's trying to lend a hand to other minorities.
You know, even if I don't get picked for a job or something like that, maybe I can pave the way for other ones.
The State Inspector General is currently auditing VMRC for its hiring practices at the VMRC's request. We wanted to know how many people of color apply for Marine Police positions, but the agency declined an interview. They would give us only a statement saying they hope to improve their diversity. We have it in full on wavy.com. Chris Horne, 10 on your side.